All right, so about 2 months ago, I created a video talking about my main blog, Twins Mommy. I've had Twins Mommy for many years. I've grown this blog to, I believe the most was, I want to say 60 to 70,000 page views. I didn't get to 100,000 page views, but I was up there. And then over time, with all the Google updates and what was happening, I was focusing a lot on SEO too at that time. I created a course around SEO. I did a lot of things because I was successful. Well, then all the Google updates happened and my blog's traffic started tanking. I was still using Ahrefs. It's a SEO tool. It costs like $200 a month. I was still using it, trying to gain more traffic from SEO. But after a while, I realized it wasn't working. My blogs that were number one on Google dropped off. And so there was no point in me fixing that up, making it longer, doing all the SEO things on those blog posts. So I decided to focus my interest on Pinterest. And since I already had a Pinterest account, since I already had Pinterest boards, all of that stuff, it was already there. I had an established profile, an established blog. I thought, why not try this? Now, at that time, I was creating brand new niche sites and they were taking off right out of the gate, growing massively in a few weeks. And I was like, holy moly. Like at that time, I knew Pinterest was loving brand new content, new sites, new URLs, new everything. I was like, wow, but I don't want to ditch Twins Mommy and start a brand new Twins Mommy, 2 or whatever, like another Twins Mommy blog and just create all the content on that blog. I didn't want to do that. I have a brand with Twins Mommy. People sort of recognize me as Twins Mommy, the person behind this brand. And so I needed to pivot my content. And in that video, I share with you my process for pivoting. And so I want to update you on how is it going? How is my traffic going? How is everything going with the content switch? So the first thing that I talked about for Twins Mommy was I really wanted to revamp all my lead magnets. And fortunately, I was able to do that for my main one. My main one next to my face here was a how to make $1,000 at home, which is still very popular. But it just didn't fit with my overall theme that I was switching to Pinterest. So I decided to focus on a Pinterest lead magnet since I didn't have one actually out of all my lead magnets. I have one. I did have one that was a Pinterest lead magnet, but I didn't want to use that for my lead one. I wanted to create a brand new one with the updated things that I knew and as well as a way to funnel people to my products for my Pinterest ebook and for my Pinned to Win Pinterest Mastering course, right? Those are my 2 things that I sell on this. I also sell Pinterest graphics. So all of the things that I'm selling focus on Pinterest. Why not create a main lead magnet? So I have this guide. It's, I don't even know, maybe 15 pages, but it just goes through an overview of how to use Pinterest the right way, what type of pins to create, how often to pin, all of these things that you're interested. Go ahead. It's free. Download this guide. Then I still need to create more Pinterest focused guides, but for now I'm happy with that. I still am not sure what to do with my main things here. Again, it's all a work in progress, but I switched my content. And this is working. So I am now focusing on the pillars that I mentioned in my previous video, which was make money at home. So I do have like the make money at home stuff here, make and sell. I'm also incorporating just like gift things that you can give, but also with a slant of selling it, but not always titling that as a make and sell piece. Although I do get lots of traffic when I do have those keywords, the make and sell kind of thing. And then I've been noticing a lot of my office stuff is taking off because it leans into home decor. And my Sponge Hacks blog, which has home decor, also is doing well. So I thought, well, how can I incorporate a Pinterest loving niche into my blog that fits? And home decor fits because I can decorate my office. So I'm not talking about, home decor for your bathroom, for your kid's bedroom, for any of that, right? Because Twins Mommy is focused on the mom, not necessarily the kids, right? That's my theme that I want for this blog because I have other blogs for kids, like Smart Mom Ideas. It's for parents and for kids and all that. So I didn't want to blend those topics together. So I have that. And then I also will talk about Pinterest marketing. I am in the works of writing a Pinterest marketing post. It's taken me a while because these are my own thoughts and I want to have the right topics and sort of the tactics on that blog post that won't take away from my courses and my paid product. I started using aspects of the strategy because that strategy is for brand new sites. And I was sort of like at the time before I was pivoting this blog, I'm like, I'm wondering if these strategies for a brand new site would work for an old established blog. And at first it didn't. I had to really think like, what am I doing wrong? I started writing Pinterest friendly blog posts, but it wasn't taking off. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to incorporate some other things. So I started incorporating a little bit of trending content. So like I have an Easter desk idea. I don't really want to lean too much on trends, but maybe that would work. I'm seeing a little bit of success with that. And then just dialing down into the actual pins that I was creating, I started creating different types of pins. So in my guide, in the free guide, I do talk about the pin design. So that's what I was focusing on maybe creating different styles to see if that worked. And over time, I was conditioning my Pinterest audience to enjoy just images and not just image with a text. Because over on Sponge Hacks, my images without a text do really well. They do awesome, but they were not on this profile for Twins Mommy. So I just had to just be diligent and create those just image only pins. And over time, they were getting some traction. Not a lot, but enough that my traffic was growing. 2 months ago, let's look at my traffic 2 months ago. I took a screenshot of the video there. So 2 months ago, I believe this was right before I started the Pinterest pivot, basically, which was at 19,000 views. So in 2 months, how did my traffic do? What happened? And also during these 2 months, it was the end of the year. And traditionally, this blog at the end of the year really did nothing because I was still pumping out blogging content. It wasn't seasonal. There was no trending topics. There was nothing there. So I just did, start a new blog for 2025 and things like that, which didn't get a lot of traction on Google for sure because it was a competitive keyword, and on Pinterest. So I never saw any spikes or growth at the end of the year. Even in the new year, if I was pumping out content about productivity and things like that, it just wasn't resonating. I wasn't getting a big boost. Maybe I would get 5,000 to 8,000 more page views in the month, but that's all. So what is my traffic now? Let's look at my traffic now. So this is live right now. This is what I have for Twins Mommy. And as you can see, it's at 54,000 views. I mean, we can look the past, you can see how, I started 2 months ago and how it has grown because of the topics that I was doing, because of incorporating the strategies in Pin and Win, especially the automation, the Pinterest part of the marketing process. This was what's happening. And what's so nice, I started on top of that, I learned a new strategy to grow my Pinterest profile, but the effect of growing the Pinterest profile led to more traffic. I didn't understand this. I'm like, well, and I'll talk about this. I'm going to make a new lesson in Pin and Win. So I can't really talk too much about it, but we'll go into my Pinterest profile and I'll talk about it then, about growing my profile and the views there. But anyway, so this is what's happening. And I'm like really happy with this growth. I was like, wow, I'm really like, this is happening. I don't know if it's going to go down or not. And just to preface, this drop here every morning, it always has this drop. It doesn't recalculate until like, I don't know, after 3 o'clock or something. So that's with Google Analytics, it's not up to date kind of thing. That's where it's at right now. And as you can see, I've had some spikes early Jan. So again, I'm not used to having this type of boost in traffic at the new year because I didn't start a post or create a post about starting a new blog. I didn't do any of that. I just did home decor stuff, and then I did like an Easter thing, and I did some Valentine's Day. So I was actually doing a little bit of trending stuff, and so I got some traffic here. So let's go look at my Pinterest profile so you can see what I'm talking about. So about 2 months ago, my monthly views, I believe it was around 430,000 monthly views. And for years, I could never get it past or even to 500,000 views. It was impossible. I had it on an automation tool, but it was only sharing the blogging stuff and 1,000 blog post tips or ideas and, how to start a blog as a mom and how to make money blogging. And that's all I was sharing, and some Pinterest stuff, right? I wasn't sharing a lot of stuff. So my monthly views weren't growing. Pinterest doesn't like that type of content, doesn't know what to do with it. So it didn't share it. It's not a big audience. But there is a big audience on, crafting, on wanting to stay home and make money, creativity kind of thing, and home decor, of course. So that's what I leaned into. I'm using the native schedule to see if this works. I don't know. I don't know if it does. I mean, they're scheduled like not throughout the day. It's like on the weekends and at different times kind of thing. But I am happy with the growth that my monthly views grew from 400 to 800. And like I said, in another video, I will share a little bit of that, but I'll do a lesson on the exact strategy that I was able to do this. So I'll share that in a different video of the results of this and what it looked like before and after and the click-throughs and all that. But I'm happy that at least this profile is growing, because even though people think this is a vanity metric, I don't think it is. I think, and I've seen on my other profiles that have like 3 million views, I'm getting lots of traffic from that. So versus this profile that only has 800,000 kind of thing, I'm getting traffic, but not as much as I'm getting on the sites that have 3 million monthly views. Right? So there is some correlation between how many people or people are actually seeing my pin and then wanting to engage with it. Grows every time my monthly views grow, kind of thing. So I do pay attention to this number and I do want to grow it. What you can gather is my pivot has been working. I can possibly create more content. I've been toying with the idea of productivity because productivity seems to get a lot of views and a lot of searches. So I'm sort of toying with that as well. But that's what I'm doing specifically. And I am seeing growth from 19,000 views to 54,000 views in 2 months. I'm shocked by it. And it, like I said, it only took 2 months. So I'm happy with how fast it is. If you're interested in learning about this Pinterest strategy and scaling your blog, go ahead and grab my Pin to Profit blueprint. It's a free guide to help you understand Pinterest marketing from a content creator's viewpoint kind of thing. All right. Otherwise, if you have any specific questions, add them down below. I'll do all that I can to help you and answer them as best as I can. Make sure to like this video and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you